Welcome to Kpop's DConan channel. First, sorry for the long break, but I'm back. I'm still settling things up with my videos and how I edit them, so there might be big changes in them. Also, I'll try to be more active. Now, let's see today's case. For a while now, Kiss of Life are getting unfollowed and boycotted after their live controversy on Julie's birthday. The boycott started from the Black community and also Latino community. And yet when the group apologized, the hate and backlash grew bigger. Today, we will talk about all of this. Just a disclaimer, I tried my best in the research for these communities' culture and history, and of course I respect them. So if I said any wrong info, I apologize from now, and you can feel free to correct me. In today's video, we will answer on this question. Are Kiss of Life members guilty? Let's investigate this case. 1. How did it start? If you're familiar with what happened, you can skip to the next section. If not, then get ready for the drama. First, if you don't know the members well, here's Julie, the one who had the birthday live for Belle, Natty, and the Magne Hanol. On March 31st, 2025, Kiss of Life announced the birthday live time, and this photo was uploaded with the dress code written on it stating it is old school hip-hop. Then, Belle talked about it and sent a message to fans saying, "Promise you won't leave the fandom after watching it." Weird, right? Remember it for later. On April 2nd, 2025, Kiss of Life hosted the live stream, and this is how they looked. And then these clips from the live spread over all the social media for the members.
Flirting with my man, and that's not a bestie. I didn't flirt with your man. It's just me. Wait, who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Come out. No.
Let's talk about another friend.
What for you guys?
Oh my.
Are you sure we'll talk about? I'm not sure though. I was kind of drunk.
Let's talk about.
Who that? 마음에 안 들어. Who that? 자꾸 우리 Julie 생일을 망치는 건 마음에 안 들어. Who that? 잠깐만 기다려봐.
This live made the Black and Latin community get insanely angry, and they started boycotting the group, making the group lose over 200,000 followers. Just after that, the group had a concert and the members, especially Julie, were seen getting emotional and crying after the incident. Many people called them out for playing the victim card. Then, the group also lost their chance to perform in KCON, and Red Velvet's Irene and Solji's comeback got boycotted too because of featuring Julie in it. This is a quick recap of what happened. Now let's take a deep dive into every single thing that angered fans and led them to boycott the group. Clue: Belle's message. 2. Community's backgrounds. The most important section in my opinion. These days, wearing whatever you want is a personal choice, and you're totally free to choose your style, and this is what Kiss of Life thought of. As mentioned before, the dress code was old school hip-hop, so the members had outfits and hairstyles commonly associated with hip-hop culture, including cornrows, bantu knots, oversized gold chains, and snapback hats. Now, what's wrong with each element? Cornrows were used by enslaved Africans as a way to retain cultural identity and to hide rice seeds or map escape routes. Bantu knots are considered traditional hairstyle, deeply embedded in African heritage. And the gold chains became iconic in the 1990s hip-hop songs, especially among Black rappers as a symbol of success. And finally, the snapback hats were popularized in Black urban culture, then became linked with hip-hop fashion in the 1990s. While they could be the least offensive if worn alone, but wearing them alongside other culturally specific elements can make them a sign of cultural appropriation too. While this point was debatable, most people from Black community considered them as cultural appropriation. Some said the outfits would have been okay without the group changing their accents, but others considered it wrong from the beginning as they noted that these styles are stereotypical. What made the other group's opinion stronger was Natty's action when she showed a picture of two men and saying she was inspired by their style. Here, the conversation changed from freedom of style and fashion to abuse of cultures for aesthetics. Users online commented that nowadays it became extremely normalized to use other people's cultures, history, and traumas for some aesthetic posts, especially Black culture. And in K-pop, being racist toward Black community is normalized, and even though groups get backlash every time for it, companies and idols don't learn. Now for the elephant in the room, Kiss of Life's changing their English accent for the sake of the Lives theme. If you don't know, Julie is Korean but was born in America, Belle is Korean-American, Natty is Thai, and Hanol is Korean. So we can say that at least half of the group speak English well and are aware of using English in an offensive way. During the live stream, the members adopted accents and slangs related to Blaccent. Blaccent is basically the African-American English. It has its own grammatical rules, deeply rooted in the history and experiences of African Americans. Similar to this, they used nicknames for each other, which offended the Latino community, just like naming Belle by Lil Taco Bell.
Let's talk about.
Even though Kiss of Life used it for the playing on words because of Belle's name, the nickname was perceived mocking Latino culture, reducing it to a pun. This is what happened in the live itself, but there are two more things that worsened the situation.
Yeah, these niggas can't sleep on me. There's no inception in this bitch. I'm top chef, you top ramen, I'm top shelf.
A few years ago, Julie was doing a song cover and said the N-word. After that, she apologized and said she would learn from her mistakes and be more careful. Yet, she got involved in an even worse situation with her birthday live stream. The second thing was Belle. Message that indicated that maybe the members knew they were doing something wrong but did it anyways. And finally, the 3 apologies made after the backlash. Clue, culture. 3. The apologies. Kiss of Life released 3 apologies, and each one of them received criticism, so let's see why. This is the letter they released first on April 3rd. People got angry at this letter as it didn't directly address the problem or the communities affected. They said it's just a vague apology just for the sake of apologizing to shut everyone's mouth up, making the group's image get totally ruined. The second apology was on April 5th, where the members shared a written apology on their social media platforms. And this is a part of what's written. We are sorry. Our intention was to show how much we loved the category of old school hip hop because it greatly influences our music. While shooting the content, we ended up taking the concept too far. We realize now that our content was culturally insensitive and take full responsibility for our actions and can only promise to do better. The only thing that we can promise is that we'll continue to educate ourselves and show our sincerity through our actions rather than words. This led K-pop fans to say this was just a performative and scripted, basically a routine of just apologizing without having any kind of sincerity. And finally, the third apology on May 31st, when Julie apologized in her live.
I know this might be a little late, but I do want to address what happened during my birthday live. Yeah, to be really honest, we were really scared and wasn't entirely sure about how to approach the situation, but I think it is very important to talk about it. So I think I'm gonna take the time to talk about the situation here on the live. Actually, the members and I wanted to speak up about what happened before and even after the apology letter went up, but we wanted to be very careful about how we brought up the situation. And we brought up the idea about, whether or not to move forward on with Tanner and Addie's birthday live stream, but, we decided that to respect Tanner and Addie's special days and wait till their birthdays were over to talk about what happened, which, I guess it turned out to be today. And yeah, it is nerve-wracking talking about everything that is going on, but because we are a bit more of a mature group, it's very important for us to take accountability for our actions, whether it is good or bad. We do realize that what we did was wrong, and we spent a lot of time together on how to learn from this and move forward, trying to educate ourselves more so that something like this doesn't happen again. And I want to take the time to use this opportunity to apologize to the Black and Latino community, and we do understand that we've hurt and disappointed a lot of our fans. And what we can promise is that we're working hard to be better and show everyone our passion for music in whatever genre it is. Yeah. I wanted to say this in person, and yeah, I hope you guys feel our genuality. Sorry.
This time, Julie addressed the communities and the problem, but people still attacked the group. First, they said that Belle needed to apologize as well as she made the most inappropriate acts. Second, people predicted this was just made for the sake of their comeback on June 9th, so their views and popularity won't declare. And finally, the communities affected were frustrated that if Julie could apologize directly, why did she delay it all that time? And why only her alone? So basically, we can say that all apologies were rejected by most people. Clue, sincerity. 4. Fans' defense. While the affected communities were voicing their opinion and spreading awareness about their cultures, Kiss of Life's fans defended them strongly. Here, we really need to talk about 2 things, morals or music, and the fact that feelings shouldn't be discussed. So, there has been a heated debate in general about morals versus music. And when it came to Kiss of Life, Black and Latino communities decided to choose their morals and culture, while others, even though not all of them, decided to continue supporting Kiss of Life just for the music. This takes us to another thing, which is supporting famous figures just for the sake of their music, their beauty, or anything sparkly in your eyes even if they committed crimes. It's similar to supporting someone like Cameron Coyle who killed a mom and her daughter just because of his face features. Anyways, now comes the part of feelings that shouldn't keep being discussed. If something makes someone hurt and you still do it while you know it hurts, don't come back later and act innocent. Don't call them overly sensitive too, because they are free to feel however they want without the need to defend or keep explaining themselves to you. If it hurts, then it hurts. Clue, sensitive. Are Kiss of Life members guilty? By connecting the 4 clues of our video, Belle's message, culture, sincerity, sensitive, we can answer the question. So basically, Kiss of Life's racism controversy was already a heated debate, especially after Belle's message for fans to not leave, which was taken as evidence that the members knew they will hurt people from different cultures, but they did it anyways, and when the damage was already done. These communities were called sensitive and overreacting, and that's why these communities refused the group and their companies claiming they lack sincerity. Well, Kiss of Life supposedly has 2 members who should be fully aware of the consequences, yet they were the most problematic too, which was shocking to everyone. This is what made these 2, Julie and Belle, get most of the blame and getting accused of racism the most. While the other 2, which are Natty and Hanol, were accused of ignorance when it comes to ethics and respecting other cultures, with Natty getting into the racist members section. Some people defended Hanol, who is the youngest and the one with least exposure to other cultures around. But these days, anyone can get educated in a few minutes from the internet. It's easy. So, for a group of adults to not know the basic concepts and elements that are culturally specific, this is embarrassment. And if they knew and still did it, this is shameful and disrespectful. In conclusion, Kiss of Life are guilty, but not only them, their company too, as they allowed something like this to happen. Now I can say case closed. See you in another video.